It's okay. I don't need that to get to 100 or anything. It's fine, you know. 99 is cool. You know, I was saying before that, like, it's so easy to get jacked up over the numbers, and I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's not about how many people you talk to, it's about how you impact the people that you do talk to, you know? I mean, we're given in this information age this ability to reach out across miles and you know, countries and to people that you've never met and change their lives. You know, I did a video last week that was about how to break out of negative thought patterns, and I was actually really amazed by the kind of reaction that I got from it. There were people that were like, this really helped me, and somebody on Facebook, Rebecca on Facebook, even said, hey, I was able to implement this today. I've been in a really bad place and this really made my day better. That's like so cool to have people say that, you know. It's not, you have to keep reminding yourself, it's not about how many people there are, it's really about how you're affecting the people that you're talking to. And you know, it's like I do a lot of comedy stuff, and comedy's great. I love making people laugh. There's a real social value to that. But there's just something really amazing when you do something and people come up and they're like, this helped me, this changed me, this made me a better person and happier. That's a really powerful thing, and you know, it's something that I need to kind of remember to think about, because it's not about how many people, it's really about just helping one person. You know, I think it was Jesus that said, if you help one person, you've helped the world, or something like that. File this away in the Glad to Live in Texas file. This week in Dallas, the weather went from 80 degrees to 19 degrees in 48 hours. This is due to something called the McFarland signature, which is an anomaly in the jet stream that manages to siphon entire climate systems from one part of the world to another. In this case, it's moving over Texas the weather from the North Pole of Neptune. Neptune being an ice giant in the solar system with average temperature around negative 274 degrees Celsius. And for all those Yanks out there in Fahrenheit, it's damn. Let's just say you're going to need more than a tauntaun to stuff yourself into on that planet. So, of course, this weekend is the perfect time to have somebody come over and dismantle our heater. Wait, what? Our heater has been getting so loud lately when it comes on that it actually wakes us up in the middle of the night. It's like a Saturn V rocket taking off. Actually, you just got to hear it for yourself. Oh, I just realized I had a filter on the microphone, so you're not actually hearing all of it. Let me try it again without the filter on. It's actually a lot more obnoxious and scary than that. This video is actually taking like all day long to do because I can only do it when the heater's not running because it's so loud. Yay. Yay. So let's see what else is going on in my life right now. Oh, I'm terrified. The fundraising campaign for my new film Serendipity Moon has just gotten started, and it's a very scary thing. I mean, not just that I'm worried that I'm not going to raise enough money for it, which is obvious. There's also just the fact of just something about putting yourself out there. You know, when I did my first film, Oceanfront Property, nobody knew about it except for the people that were working on it. There was no big push for it. Crowdfunding wasn't a thing. Facebook wasn't even a thing. And that was actually, it gave you a real freedom to just go out and do your thing because I didn't have to worry about living up to other people's expectations. I just made this film. And I remember actually there was a networking function in Dallas Producers Association or something like that where we premiered the trailer for the first time. It was just up on a screen somewhere. And I remember people walking around like, what the hell was that? Which was a great feeling. I mean, I'm assuming that I was surprising these people with the quality of my work, but it was also really cool just knowing that, like, I didn't have to live up to anything, you know. There was a totally blank slate, and I could do anything, and it would surprise people. But now I'm putting together this whole campaign, and I'm hitting every single social media channel I can think of, and I'm just sitting here panicking now. I'm freaking out over the fact that everybody's expecting something now. Everybody knows that I'm doing this. Everybody is contributing to it, and I've got a lot to live up to. It's really scary. And right in the middle of me dealing with all this fear, you know, Nelson Mandela just passed away, and along with that, one of his most famous quotes has been going around the social media circles. I'm just going to read it for you. Our deepest fear is not that we are weak. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone, and as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, Our presence automatically liberates others. Obviously, that's a beautiful quote, and you've probably heard that before somewhere, but the problem with it, as is true of a lot of famous quotes, is that, well, Nelson Mandela never actually said it. It's actually from a book called Return to Love by a self-help guru named Marianne Williamson. To her credit, Miss Williamson never had a problem with the fact that her most famous quote of all time was misattributed to Nelson Mandela. In fact, she said she was honored to have her words associated with him, and the fact that it was associated with him meant that it got out there and heard by more people made her really happy. So, you know, class all around. To get back to the quote, though, the part that I like the most about it is actually the end, where it talks about, you know, the fact that you put yourself out there actually gives other people freedom to do the same, that you're inspiring other people just by trying to do things. I like that. I like it because it reminds me that, you know, it's not about what people expect of me or who I might let down, it's about who I inspire. And people are inspired by doing. So I'm just going to keep on doing. So there's another 30 days or so in our fundraising campaign for Serendipity Moon. You can find all the links downstairs. Please go check it out. Follow me on Tumblr, follow me on Facebook. Actually, one thing that's going to be really helpful with getting this film made is getting more likes on Facebook, because we're using that to kind of show that we've got an audience going on. So if you haven't had a chance, go to Facebook and find Serendipity Moon and like it, and it will like you back. That made sense.